Okay, so there are a few fundamental things that one needs to understand if they're going to gain control over the shape and direction of their shot. So shot direction, well, let me start with shape first. So shot shape is caused by the relationship, if you see this visually, of the path of your club to the orientation of your face. So this would be an open face with the trainer. So if I move a little this way, now I'm hitting a fade. If I move a little this way, I'm hitting a draw, and it's sort of a convenient visual. Draw meaning curves that way. Fade means curves this way. So you know that's my shape. Draw, fade, draw, fade. So what's controlling that? It's your arms, actually. It's not. So people think it's my hands controlling the club, but once you put your hands on the club together, it's the movement up and down of your forearms, really, that is controlling it. So that's something more to focus on. It's this plane structure of your forearms. So if I keep that consistent through my swing, now I have, in effect, a club head that is square to path. So that should be no shape. That should be a straight ball. Now, most people do something, and here's my habit. My habit is to come to the ball and do that. So if I do that, that's a draw. If it gets worse, that's a pull hook. If I train myself to come through this way, that should be a straight ball. And if I want to put a fade on it, now I create a path or a face orientation that's more like that. So let me show you that with a club. So watch my arms relative to the club face. So fade, arms doing this, draw, arms going that way, and it's saying this is path. So now move that through. So what I'm working on is neutral. Find neutral, and then it's easy to just add a little bit of shape at the end there. So finding neutral. So my training for me is to stop doing this and start doing this. So if I have that, if I get that together, and I have a zone right through here where I can maintain a club face that's square to path, it should go straight. Let's try it. Pretty straight. Little baby draw. Not bad. You would probably be happy with that. A couple yards offline. So then there's one more aspect. So the arc of the club is coming from the inside, has a moment where it's aiming right at the target, and then back to the inside. So here's the second thing you need to learn to control. Where is my center when I hit the ball? So if I leave my center in one place, and let's get all these things squared up, make my move, don't move my center. Let's see what that does. It's a little right, but that was my attempt at keeping my center in one place, and probably a bit of an adjustment since I probably am always moving a little bit off and coming back, right? So now, if during my swing I lunge forward, keeping all of this the same, that should go right, which it did. If I hang back or move backwards and don't, that was interesting, okay. If I hang back now, keeping all of it the same, I'll go that way, which I did. So, and explore, when you're trying to learn how to control the direction of your shot, don't try to hit a perfect shot every time. Try to hit too far forward, too far back. This is opening, this is closing. Explore the parameters, because you're teaching your body how to feel all those parameters. And then, when it's going too far right, you say, okay, I'm getting myself too far forward, now I'll stay back a little better. Or I'm hitting too much of a draw, stay this way or even go more that way. So once you understand those are the parameters, where your center is, where you are, the center of your arc relative to the ball is basically the path of your club, where that's pointing, and then this is the face, your forearms. So square forearms, path is straight, that's a straight ball. This is a straight ball going that way. This is a fade going that way. This is a draw. So feel all those parameters and then figure it out or just move it around. And then finally, one more thing. So a big reason that people, even if they get good at controlling this, still won't have directional control is that they are not moving, they're not rotating from a fixed location. They're rotating while they move laterally. So what you really learn to do is shift back, come to your location, rotate through. So you go back, location, turn. That's the pattern. So you have to get to a location and rotate from there. Then you have a fixed point of reference. Otherwise, if that reference is moving, you have a terrible timing problem that you'll never resolve. So that's it. That's the basics. And you can, it's not something anybody can teach you. It's only something you can learn with a tool like this that gives you a visual reference and a firm understanding of this is my club face here. Not some stalling and doing things to make it happen. This, a firm relationship and moving my arms through. That's my club face now. And then you'll start to get control. It's partly understanding and then a whole lot of practice.